So just a disclaimer, I am trying out something new in this build out, so it's not going to be perfect. But I hope you guys can still follow along and actually learn from what I'm doing and from how I actually building the bot to actually build the bot yourself and for your own business. And yeah, improve it from here and then get it to the point where it can be functioning in your business as well. All right, so we're going to be going over how to actually build out an AI agent for the solar industry. And for this build out, the main focus of this AI is just going to be able to set appointments and that's it. So I'm going to go over how to actually build out the AI and how to actually set up the calendar integration for the AI. All right, so getting started, I like to first use a global prompt. Not just copy and paste this in. This is one of my old prompts I use for the global prompt. So it's not my newest one, but you guys can still take it and use it, and it'll work just fine for you guys. So it says, you are Jen, a receptionist at Solar Tech. Your primary goal is to guide conversations towards booking an appointment while maintaining a natural conversation. Background context, engage with users from Facebook/Instagram ads, provide service information, address queries. The user does not have to watch a video or anything like that for when they want to book in. They only need to book in. Then there's just some more things for it to do. So it has to mirror the user's pace. It has to use emotional intelligence to address hesitation. It has to introduce occasional small talk for a rapport. It has to listen contextually and infer user intent. It has to use clarifying questions when needed. It has to recognize patterns in the user's responses. It has to guide the conversation. When the user gives vague responses, it has to ask follow-up questions. It has to employ psychological techniques like commitment, social proof, and scarcity. And it says, oh shoot, this is when I copied in. I have to take that out. Okay, boom. So it has to adapt responses for a natural conversation flow. It has to ask one question at a time. Use sparingly for natural sound. If interrupted, address briefly and return to the previous goal. Click necessary information before concluding. Maintain a stable tone, adjusting when needed. It has to handle AI-related questions with humor and continue the conversation. And questions, honestly, honestly, use humor. Briefly with honesty. No. Continue conversation. So I have to prioritize concise responses while maintaining a human feel. And then I put remember to respond appropriately to the user before continuing. Now, getting into how you would actually set up the AI itself, we're going to first delete these two. And I'm going to try a new build out method. So this AI might work amazing or it might be doo-doo. But you guys will see. So just getting started, we can just say greet and confirm you're speaking to customer name. And this is just a variable, so you can just have this be their name, pretty much. And then we can put in an example. Let's see. Example, and this could be hello, is this customer name, right? And of course, you want to add this stuff to it. All right, so now we're gonna go and add in a loop condition, right? And what this is pretty much going to do is not allow the AI to move from this node if the condition is not met. So we can put the condition is true if the user, wait, what the heck? You confirm who the user is, right? And then we can even go a step further and put you have confirmed you are speaking to the correct user. And then we can just copy this down. Okay, we can just copy this down and put you have not confirmed you're speaking to the correct user. Then we can just put this as true and this as false, right? And then we're also going to want to go to advanced options and set this to higher speed model as well. And then once it greets and confirms it's speaking to the right person, we're going to want to then have the AI introduce itself. So we can just create another node. We already have one. All right. Now we're gonna have the AI actually introduce itself, right? So we can put like something, introduce yourself, right? Introduce yourself, and then we can add in an example. And that can just be great. So customer name, my name is Jen. I'm calling from Solar Tech. And then we can put you are you still looking to go solar, right? And then if you want to give the AI some flexibility, right, you can put something that says, let's see, where's it at? You don't have to say this exactly. And that'll just give it some flexibility, right? And then for the loop condition, right, put the condition is true if the user has provided if they are still interested in going solar, right? Then you can just copy this. Oh, and then go to advanced options. Want to do higher speed model, and then you also want to go down to fine tuning examples, add conditions. Then put this as true, and then you want to put this as false, right? Now we can test it out, so we can put this customer name, and then we can test it. And you can put, yes, who is this? Yep, okay, that's working perfectly. That's good. Now we want to have it branch out. So we want to add in another node. And then this is just going to be if they are interested, if they aren't interested, right? Oh shoot. Yeah, this is fine. We just keep it over here. Dang. Okay. So if the user is interested, they'll go to this node. If they aren't interested, they'll go to this node. And this is where I'm gonna be trying out a new way of actually making these nodes. So this AI will either be really good or really bad. There's no in between with this. So then now, let's just do the if they're not interested, right? We can say confirm that the user is not interested in that they did not interested in going so. All right, we can put it like that. Oh, and by the way, I am not a solar sales expert by any stretch of their imagination. So the script that I'm going to be using, it's not really a script. It's just how I think the calls could go. It might not be the best, but you guys will be able to still see like how you actually set it up and tailor it for your own business. So the condition is true if, let's put, the user confirms they are not interested in going solar. The user has confirmed. All right. We put this as true. And then the user has not confirmed. We could put this as false. And then we can go into the advanced options, higher speed model. Yeah. And then if they are interested in going solar, they can then be put back up to this node, which would be interested in solar. And then we can make a new node for not interested in solar. And just bring that down here. Okay. Not interested in solar. And then if they aren't interested in solar, we can just tell it to close the call off and end the call, right? And then we can even just have a new node. For if they aren't, we can go from here, and just to make sure that the call actually ends, we can put them over here, and then we can just put advanced options, block interruption, higher speed model. Okay. And then this one can also be block interruption, skip user response, skip user response, higher speed model. Now right here, you can also have it so where it pretty much tells them, if you ever do become interested, just give us a call back at X number. But I don't have a number to put for this, so I'm just not going to do that. Just keep it simple. So now let's go into the solar pitch, right? Let's go into objective. Let's put get the user to schedule an appointment. Right, and then we can put get the user to agree to schedule an appointment. Okay. Now let's put to schedule. No, I agree, because we're gonna schedule the appointment on a different node. So get the user to agree to schedule an appointment, and then we can put things to do. Right. We can do let the user know what net metering is, right? Then we can put find out how much they're currently paying for their electrical bill. Find out So I put find out how much they're currently paying for their electrical bill. We can put weather. If they went solar, then we can put, let the user know that we can put after this. Okay. Find out could show them how solar to save them tens of thousands of dollars a year. Would they be interested in going so? All right, now we can, oh, you can also add in examples. Like you can put example, of course, and then you just put how you'd want the AI to say the phrase, like say this phrase for you. And then we're also going to be adding in a knowledge base as well. Now this is just something I made and I'm not really gonna go over it. If you guys want, you can just make your own knowledge base. Okay. So this is a knowledge base that I have. I'm just gonna quickly scroll down. I just got this from a different site. Let's change the name to Solar Tech. So here it is. You guys can read it. It's pretty much just everything you would tell your employee or your sales employee about your company in the process of it. It's pretty much what I put. All right. So now we can add in a loop condition that states the condition is true if the user is true. If the user provides they are ready to go solar. And then from here, next node, we're gonna put advanced. Oh, and then honestly, I'm not sure, because the higher speed model could work really well, but so could the higher intelligence model. So in this case, we just want to test out both of them just to see which one actually works better. Because I am testing out a new build, so I'm not really sure for this one. I can see both of them working because they both have their strengths. That would just require some testing. So for this one, we're just going to stick with the higher intelligence model. It might respond slower because of that, but you know, oh well. Okay, the condition is true if the user provided they're ready to go solar, then the condition is true. If they have not provided it, then the condition will be false, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking that should be it for this. So things to do: let the user know what net meter is, how much paying for the current electric bill. Let the user know their paying. Find out if we can show them dollars a year. Let's put thousands. Just put thousands of dollars a year. Would they be interested in going solar? Yep, that's good. I like that. I might have to add more to this later on. I'm not too certain. But right now, we're going to leave it at that. Condition, our intelligence. Okay, good. And then just make sure the conditions match up. Okay. They are interesting. Okay, let's do this. Just so the conditions actually match up to what we have put before. All right. All right, good. All right. Now we're going to go to the appointment setting part, and for this we're going to be using Make, right? And I have a link in the software links for make.com. You can use that link and you can sign up to Make that way. So let's just go over, log in. Then choose the organization. And then for this, I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. And I'm going to be using a template, and this template is available in the Plus community, so you can just go there and get it if you need it. And to use it, you just want to go create a new scenario, and then it's going to be as simple as importing it. So you want to go to more, you want to go to import, and for this one, it's going to be the appointment setter. No, the appointment availability checker for this one. So we're just going to go over here, availability checker, and we're just going to open it. And boom, as simple as that. Then you can use this and set up from there, right? And I'm going to do a webhook. So we're going to choose a webhook. It doesn't really matter. This is the webhook we have to use. Okay. Take this. I wonder why it didn't give me the option to send an actual webhook response. There, okay, there it is. Okay, that's what we need. Okay. Now, what I do is, because setting up the actual webhook node is pretty tedious, I just copy and paste it in from one of my previous automations, and after I do it, I'm gonna show you guys how I did it, so you guys can do it too, or how to make one at least. So we're gonna go over here, add in the date and time. Now I'll go into what I'm adding in later. So this is the date and time one. So this is the availability checker, right? It's called get availability. So then from here, we have the availability checker. We're gonna go to the webhooks, and then we're gonna put the URL from here into here, and then we're just gonna run test API request, and then successfully determined. Boom, simple as that. And then all you would have to do from here is just to set up your OpenAI account, and then from your OpenAI account, you want to set up your Google Calendar account as well, and that's just a connection. And from there, it'll work perfectly for you. And then we're gonna save this, and now we're gonna go to the next one, right? And that will be the appointment setter, right? So to do that, we have to have it so where it has a way to actually determine the data it gets. And that's done with this node, the email node. All right, now we're gonna add in the new date and time node for when, if they don't actually have, or if you don't actually have a slot available for when they want to get scheduled in, it'll go over here instead. And then from here, we're gonna add in the actual book meeting node, right? That actually books the meeting in for them. And then we're gonna add in the call node for what to do after the webhook is completed. And that's gonna be web in call node, right? And then boom. Well, you would want to go over here, actually path it after API webhook response. Boom, web in call node, and then in the call. And then now we're gonna go to the new date and time. Over here, and this is, I can see it, okay. So we can put this to get slots. Then we can put this to slot equals false. Okay. And just to make sure I spelled this right. All right, I did. Wait. I can't. Why can't I edit my thing? What is this? Oh, I'm just gonna copy it in then. Okay, slot available equals false equals true. Okay. Now all this pretty much does is it just checks if the slot is available. If so, it'll proceed with booking in the appointment. If not, they have to choose a different time. Now we're gonna go back to book meeting, and then we're gonna go back to make, right? Now we're gonna exit out of this. We'll save changes first. Yeah. Save changes, exit out. Well, I guess I can't save changes until I actually connect my OpenAI account. Now we're gonna create a new scenario. And then from here, we're gonna go here. We're just gonna import, and this time we're gonna be importing the appointment scheduler, right? And boom, it's just that simple. Now we're gonna go through the same process of making the webhook over here. And then honestly, I can just put this with data structure. Okay. Then we're gonna go to webhook, so book meeting webhook, and just copy this in. over here. Test API response, and it failed. Okay. So should just be this. Why did it fail? Okay. Let's just make a new one then. Make a new key. Alright. Oh. I don't think I copied the full response. Shoot. Alright. Okay. Now it should work. Yeah, that was probably it. What? What the heck? Okay, webhook. Surely it works now. Okay, there it goes. There, now it worked. Okay. Let me save this. And if you want to set this up yourself, I'm just going to tell you how to do it. You're going to want to go over here. This should be empty. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to want to go here to variables. And this is for the get availability webhook. You're going to want to put T, what is it? This little dash thing, date, T dash time, T dash time zone, and appointment date, appointment time zone. It's all going to be strings. And then for your webhook, you're going to want to list it as this, and that's going to be, you want to have your body, then you want to have this, and it just like this. Then response data, you want to put this as slot available, right? And then you want to have it like this. So if the specific time at the date is not available for booking, this will be false. It will be true if the specific time for available, if the specific time is available for a call, right? And then you just want to inform the user that you checked the available slots, and should, in a different wording, take a few seconds. Please wait. Right? Ah, shoot. There. Change my note there. Now I'm going to go for the emails, right? The emails are pretty much going to also be extracting the variables, right? So we're going to get the email, select the slot and time zone, right? Strings again, and then, yep. And then from here, this is going to be used for the book meeting, right? Node, where it's just getting the book time, book date, and then you're going to be doing the webhook, which is just going to be customer name, their name, email, time, book time, date, book date, time zone, the time zone. And then the description, number to call, right? You can also add in anything you would want to be in the description. Like let's say you want to collect different variables, right? You would just put the variables that you want to collect on a different node. And then from there, you could just add it into the description to collect it, right? And yeah, that's how you would pretty much set that up, right? And from this point, the AI should be working. So I'm just going to be, let's just go over one more time. Oh, one last thing to note. You want to change your feature flags from version 1 to version 2 beta. And then, yeah. So let's test it out. And I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to see how well it works and if it's even working at all. And if it's terrible or if it's amazing. So it's going to be one of the two. So yeah, I'm going to do that right now, and hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll be talking to you later. See ya.
Hello, is this Oscar?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Great, Oscar. My name is Jen. I'm calling from Solar Tech. Are you still looking to go solar?
I am, yeah.
Awesome, Oscar. So I wanted to start by explaining a bit about net metering. Essentially, it's a system that allows homeowners like yourself to generate your own clean energy and export any excess back to the grid. You'd then get credited for that excess energy, which can really help lower your electricity bills. Can you tell me what's your current electricity bill looking like?
Yeah, that sounds nice because right now I'm kind of paying a lot of money. It's about $300 every single month.
$300 a month. That's a significant amount. I think we can definitely help you reduce that.
Wait, so how much does your system cost?
Our system costs vary depending on the size of your home and your energy needs, but I can definitely provide you with a quote. However, before I do that, I'd like to schedule a meeting with one of our specialists to discuss the details. Would you be available to meet tomorrow or the day after tomorrow?
We can meet tomorrow.
Great. Tomorrow sounds good. What time would you prefer? We have availability between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern. And just to confirm, are you in the Eastern time zone?
Yeah, I'm in the Eastern time zone, and I can make 2 p.m.
All right, Oscar. So I'm just going to check the availability for tomorrow at 2 p.m. It may take a few seconds. Please bear with me. Oscar, are you still there? I'm just checking the schedule
Yep.
real quick. All right, Oscar. It'll just be one more second while I finalize everything.
All right.
Okay, Oscar, I've got you scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m. One of our specialists will meet with you to discuss the details of our system and provide you with a personalized quote. We'll also go over the installation process and answer any questions you may have. Is there anything specific you'd like to know or discuss during the meeting tomorrow?
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And the call did end a little abruptly, but that's just because, like I said before, I didn't actually set up the webhook part of it. Like, I didn't activate it, so it wasn't able to actually phrase the data, and because of that, it kind of messed up its responses. But I hope you guys get an idea of how it actually sound. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually leave in the comments below or in the section below the codes. You can just copy and paste these in to your own Blend account, and you can just get these up and running without having to actually make these yourself. So hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me which AI should put up next.